Mika. Welcome to my channel. So in this video, I'm going to be talking to you guys about some of the factors that you can consider when you want to choose the university or college that you would like to attend. So without further ado, let's get right into the video. Okay, so in my opinion, and this is all the things that you can, I'm sure there are a lot of other factors that you can consider, but in my opinion, this is the order that I would personally go to, which is what I have also done in my personal life, which I will talk about in later videos, so stay tuned. All right, so let's get right into the video again. Okay, so the most important is accreditation. So I'm just going to put it on the screen. Accreditation is a form of quality control ensuring that institutions of higher education satisfy certain standards. So now you may be asking, well, why is that important? Okay, again, I'm gonna read it based off of my research so that you know what I'm saying is not my personal opinion. What I'm saying is facts about accreditation. So the importance of accreditation is that it creates a set of quality standards for all education institutions or programs. It provides access to federal and state funding. It maintains private sector confidence and makes transferring credits easier. So now you may be asking, well, what if my school is not accredited? Well, unfortunately, if your school is not accredited and if you want to transfer your credits to another university that you're interested in, unfortunately they will not be transferred because the university is not accredited. Another thing that will happen is that, again, unfortunately, employers will not be hiring individuals who are graduated from a university that is not accredited. So, and I'm sure there are a lot of factors also into this. So if you want to do your own little research, I highly encourage you guys to do so. If you want to learn a little bit more about accreditation, but that should be the number one thing on your list when you want to consider university. So whoever that you go to speak with, make sure that's your number one question, because if it's not accredited, then at this point you might want to consider another place to go to. All right, so number 2 on our list is academics. So you at this point in your research, you should already know what program it is that you're trying to get into. So make sure that you have that picked out first. And guys, it's okay to take a while to try and decide, rather than going into a program later deciding that you don't like it, but it's already too late because you're in the middle of it. You paid all this money, now you can't really back out. And unfortunately that does happen. That happens a lot, actually, which is sad, honestly, because you spend all that time and effort to later realize that you're not really into the program. So honestly, spend all the time in the world that you need. All we have is time, right? So spend all the time that you need to research the program that you're trying to get into, and see what interests you the most, what you have a passion for, what you believe that you're gonna enjoy to get up in the mornings and go to work, rather than something like, oh my goodness, work again. So make sure you put some time and research that as well before you go ahead with even choosing a university to go to. So anyways, going back to academics, you want to make sure that you go to a university that offers your program. So for example, some universities are mainly known for business, some are mainly known for nursing, some are mainly known for education. So not saying that they don't offer, although some may not, but you should still do your research and see that the university that you're considering offers the program that you're interested in. Now, moving on to our third point, once you choose a school, they are accredited, they do offer the program that you're interested in, you want to go ahead and review the admission requirements. Talk to the school counselor if you have like a question. As a matter of fact, if you have any questions, do not be afraid to reach out to them and ask them questions. Let them know what's on your mind and what you're worried about, what just tell them everything, and I'm sure that they're there to help you, and they will. So make sure that you keep that in mind as well. Now, the fourth thing that I would say that you should keep in mind is finances. So whichever university that you're interested in attending, I'm pretty sure the majority of them, now again, don't quote me like on this because I haven't researched every single university, but the majority of them should have the tuition listed on their website. With the university that I got my bachelor's in, I will be providing all that information in my upcoming video that I will be doing. But any university that you want to go to, just research it on Google or whatever browser that you have, and research the tuition. And if by any chance you don't see it on there on the website, that's fine. Call the school, or you can always go to the school and talk to them and see what it's gonna cost, and see if that's something that you can do. I know that it can be expensive sometimes. And another thing that I would like to offer, if you are trying to get your associates, or if you're trying to get your bachelor's, I would say apply for financial aid for Cal Grant, and that's where the government supports you financially, and you don't have to return the money. That's what I did for my associates. That's what I did for my bachelor's. Now, I'm not saying it'll work for everybody. It kind of just depends on your income. All you would have to do is just go on FAFSA.com and fill that out, and they will get back to you typically within, like, I want to say a week, business days. And then they'll let you know, this is how much you got approved for, this is how much they're gonna pay, and this is how much you're responsible to pay. Or in some cases, they'll let you know that they're gonna pay for the whole thing. Now, again, don't quote me on this, but I think that that's more likely for an associate's than a bachelor's. Like for a bachelor's, they may help to some extent depending on your tuition cost. But definitely go for it, even if you're not sure that you're gonna get accepted for it. That's fine. Don't doubt yourself, like even if you think there's like a 10% chance of me getting it, apply for it. What's the worst that can happen? At the very least, they'll be like, no, sorry, but at least you have tried. Another thing that you can do that I did not do, that I wish, oh my goodness, if I could go back in time, I wish I would have done this, but I didn't, is apply for as many scholarships as you possibly can. Guys, you have no idea, oh my goodness, they help so much. And at the university that I went to, I did not apply, like I said, but I still did get one. I don't know how, but I got one. It wasn't a lot, but it did definitely help me, and I'm so thankful that it happened. But if I could go back in time, I would go back and I would apply for as many scholarships as I possibly could. Honestly, I really would. Anything that will help financially, definitely, go for it, because the school provides a lot of opportunities, and honestly, they kind of just leave it up to us. Another thing that helped me honestly a lot is applying for work study. Now, I'm not sure if work study is only for an associate's, like if you're trying to get your associates, or it also works for bachelor's. But when I was in college, and before I transferred to university, I was on financial aid on Cal Grant. They helped me. Honestly, I'm happy to say, and I'm grateful to say that they helped me through it financially. And I believe it was on FAFSA.com. I checked the box where it says, do you want work study? Of course, I checked it. I said yes, and I got accepted into work study at the college that I was working in. It was great because it was right in the college that I was taking my classes in, and I was working at an accounting firm. I was kind of like an assistant to the accountants there. Though it wasn't for a long time, because I did transfer to the university that I attended for my bachelor's. But anyways, it still helped me. It was full-time, and I'm not quite sure how much they were paying, but I think it was minimum wage, if I'm not mistaken. I think it was minimum wage. But it helped me a lot. It was 40 hours a week, full-time. And as soon as I would finish from my classes, I would go to work, or as soon as I would finish with my work, I would go to my classes. So it helped a lot. And I'm not sure, again, if this is something you can do for your bachelor's. You can always ask, but I I know for a fact that you can do that for your associates if they do approve you for it. So definitely keep that in mind. And just so you know, financial aid, I don't think for Cal Grant anyways, I don't think it works for masters. I did apply for it. Obviously it didn't happen because it's a master's program. They don't help you financially with a master's degree, for a master's degree or doctorates. Now, the cost that I just talked about, that was just for your tuition. Some people, you know, they want to live on campus. They, you know, if you eat outside, you should also consider gas. So, but I did not talk about that. My main thing was just tuition, work study, and scholarship. So, and FAFSA, of course. So definitely like consider the other factors too. All right, so factor number 5. We're gonna look at course availability. Okay, so what is course available? What do I mean by that? Okay, so there was this university that I was trying to get into. I'm not sure if I should name it, but maybe in my future videos. But it was just way too overcrowded, and I heard from a lot of my friends that when they were to sign up for a class, they would go on a waiting list. And so if you're someone like me who just wants to rush and finish classes like this, I really don't think that would be a good choice for you, because you would have to go on a waiting list, and I don't know how long the waiting list would take. And so I mean, like, let's say you only have 5 more classes left, you're on a waiting list, you're just waiting, you know. So when you're considering the university, also look into the course availability. You just have to kind of see what works best with you and for you. So there are some universities, like the one that I attended, it was like that. There are some universities where they know that some people, they work full-time for a living. You know, they know that in order to attend school, in order to have a life, basically, we have to work full-time. They understand that. They truly get it. So what some universities do, again, some, not all of them, is that they offer night classes. Some of them they offer weekend classes, and they offer online classes. Some universities offer all 3. So if you're somebody who works full-time and you're worried, well, how am I gonna attend school, you know, or even if you're a parent, let's say you're a parent, you're working full-time, you know, you're thinking, well, how am I gonna attend my classes? Like, what am I gonna do? Well, at least for me, I was working full-time, and so one of my concerns was that when will I honestly have time with the traditional schools anyways to attend my classes? Why will I be able to take as many classes as I want, to finish faster, like I was planning to, with, you know, working full-time? Because my work was 8, I believe, or 9, this was a while ago, until 5 p.m. So I mean, that's a very long time. That leaves very little time for you to, you know, go to your other classes, which again, some traditional universities do not offer night classes. So at that point, I mean, what are we gonna do, right? So anyways, after doing some research, I did find the right school for me that worked perfect for my schedule. So if you're a full-time mom or dad, or if you're a full-time student, or if you're just busy in your life, you know, if you have dependents, and if you have people, you know, just depending on you, and you can't be available at all times or in the traditional hours, don't worry, don't panic. There are schools out there for you that offer just the right program. So whether that'll be classes on the weekend, whether that'll be classes at nighttime, or whether it'll be online classes, or even maybe hybrid, there are options like that. And again, my experience was one of those, but I will talk about that, like I said, in another video. So definitely keep that in mind. And another thing that I hear is that some people say, well, there's no way that you can, you know, go to an online school and get your master's degree. Let me just say, wrong. You can take your, you can get your master's degree all online, from online classes. You can. In fact, because of my crazy work schedule and just in general, my life schedule, I'm in a university right now for my master's program where I'm at an all online school. So you definitely can. But for a doctorate's degree, that I'm not too sure about. I don't know. You would have to go and do your research if that's what you're considering. The next point that I want to talk about is make sure that if you're gonna go and take your classes in person in school, make sure that you go and check out the campus and see how you feel, see if you feel comfortable, see if this is where you feel like you belong, or if you just honestly don't feel comfortable. So see if this is the right place for you, because if it's not, if you feel like it's not, that's fine. There are other options to consider. So take your time, do your research, you know, before you decide to go on to anything. So another factor that I wanted to talk to you guys about is school size. Personally, this is not important for me, but again, I hear from a lot of people that this is very important. See if the school that you're considering, if it's small or if it's big. And essentially the question is, what would you like? And if the school that you're considering, does it have what you're looking for? You know, kind of just keep that in mind as, you know, you're scoping out the area. So now this factor that I wanted to talk to you guys about is the graduation rate. So you can always search the graduation rate of the university that you're considering online on Google. It'll just bring it right up. But let me just say something. Even if the graduation rate is at 10%, for example, or even lower, let's just say, never ever doubt yourself. If you are truly motivated enough, if you're determined, and if you truly want something really bad, you can do it. So don't even like let that discourage you. Don't let it unmotivate you. Don't let it make you feel like you can't do it just because the graduation rating is low. As a matter of fact, look at it as a way of it to motivate you. Like, all right, I see that the graduation rate, for example, let's just say it's 10%. I will be one of those people, period. I don't know you personally, but I mean, I would love to get to know you. But you can do it no matter who you are. This is your life. Take control and just strive for the things that you want, and don't be unmotivated. And try to find what your motivation point is. So, you know, essentially, whether you're choosing a university to go to, or if you are considering a career, just do your best, go for it. And determination, motivation, hard work, focus. You got this, and I cannot wait to hear all about your success stories. So if you have any questions, if you have anything that you would like to say, so make sure that you leave it down in the comments below, and I will reply to every single one of you guys, and I cannot wait to hear from you. So yeah, you guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope that you learned a thing or two from watching this video, and I wish you the best with whatever university that you're trying to consider. And I know you're gonna do great out there. So, and yeah, all right guys, so until next time.